the outset, Sana, as chairperson of my club, that is Tangent Club 19 Bangalore, I extend a very, very warm welcome to you, and really thankful to you for accepting our request and helping us conduct this event. We're looking forward to a very interesting session. A very warm welcome to our National Vice President, Tangent India, Jyoti Singh Dio, past President, Tangent India, Renuka Sehgal, Chairperson, Tangent 18, Shalini, National Board Member Lata, I don't know who else is there, and all the other Tangent members here. A very warm welcome to all of you.
Thank you, Ranjana.
So before we start off with the session, I'd like to play a small video on what Sana does. And just a minute. So just let me know if y'all can see and hear. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Nothing has come up yet.
The moment is all that we have. The past lies in a tangled heap, and the future is beautifully unraveled. This thought runs through my mind as I while away my time in the neighborhood park. The sun slants through a pedigree of leaves and branches, and the park is dappled with sunlight and shadow. How content I am to do nothing, and I invite you to do the same. After all, we all are here to explore the simple truths of life. It's time to alive. The Italians call it la dolce far niente, the sweet art of doing nothing. Not the easiest thing to do, rather not do. And many in the lockdown situation of the COVID pandemic to testify to this. It requires a certain flair, and most of us have an innate restlessness of constantly wanting to go out, make plans, and to wander aimlessly at malls. I've been there, rather than be doing nothing. There is a frenetic desire to do, and to do at a greater speed, and to achieve at a breakneck pace. To run after approbation, and to make life its mission. Day-to-day living becomes an upward spiral, an arduous journey, a frenzied desire to reach. Where exactly, may I ask? Now that all of us are indoors, for quite a bit of time, finding something to do always reaches our pocket. Of course, in many moments of doing nothing. How do we face them? Do we introspect? What do we do? In this vacuum, what do we find terror in? I don't have the answers, but all I do know is that if we are quiet for some time, and if we leave our distractions behind, if we venture into our inner sanctum, the demons may surface, and so will the answers. Renowned Chinese author and philosopher, we all agree that the complete self-occupied self is not quite a real self. We have lost something in the pursuit of living. Yet he says, the business of philosophy is to discover and rediscover that which is lost. And in this case, it tries hard. So with childlike simplicity, we must uncover our truth, the need to connect, to realign, and to hope, and to discover the magic within.
That's a very interesting video, and to throw more light on what Sana does and all that she's achieved, I request Usha Nair to please introduce our guest for the evening. Sana, Usha, please.
Thank you, Ranju. Good evening, girls. Yes, we are all still jolly young girls in our minds for sure. Well, do you know who was known as the face that launched 1,000 ships? Of Helen of Troy. She was so beautiful that the Greek men went to Troy and forgot the Trojan War to win her back from her lover Paris. We have with us today a beautiful lady too, Miss Sana Chawla, who's going to show us how the simple practice of face yoga and laughter yoga would help us stay young and positive. Oops, positive is a scary word today. Well, Ms. Chawla has authored her own book, as she said in the video, a book called The Magic Within, where she empowers us to seek the miracle of faith, devotion, and love. She will guide us today about how we could embrace our spirit within ourselves, which will get us through insurmountable hurdles in life. Ms. Chawla is also a certified NLP practitioner and is involved with several initiatives dedicated to youth and wellness. We are indeed delighted to have you among us today, Ms. Sana Chawla, and we warmly welcome you to our midst and eagerly looking forward to some expert guidance to look the best we can always. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you for the lovely introduction. I think the video was not very clear, but I think this was my first vlog what I made in the lockdown. I think we all went into our inward journey and just to do something, just to unleash probably my magic within. So I got to make my first vlog. So thank you, ladies, for taking out your time to unleash your magic within. And thank you, Sirni, for the opportunity that I can serve and probably share some of my learnings. I don't call myself an expert, but I always say that, you know, I learn every single year. I do one course just to upgrade my skills, because the universe is a classroom and we are always the students. So we are ever learning and evolving. So I'm just sharing some of my learnings here. I don't call myself a great expert, but I'm happy to share what I have learned. So let's just all get some good energies out here. And because we all are in this together, I think we all are facing unprecedented times. The pandemic has taught us many things in many ways. So I want us all to just get those good energies here today and start the session. So I would like to start by my quote from my mentor, Daisaku Ikeda. I have been practicing Nichiren Daishonin Buddhism since I think about 10 years now. This practice has, you know, given me a spiritual anchor. It has taught me how to unleash my magic within, to find potential which I never thought I had. I would never ever imagine that I would, you know, work on a book. You know, so I think this spiritual anchor has guided me through, has given me an anchor where I needed it most, when I had my most worst adversities and setbacks in my life. At that time, this practice came into my life in Singapore, and I'm truly grateful that this has been and it will be my practice that I will always have in my heart. And I always keep chanting. There's the simple words of Nam-myoho Renge-kyo is... What, sorry?
Earphone.
You all can hear me, right?
Sana, just, I think I'll just mute everyone and you can unmute yourself and, you know, speak.
Okay. All right. So I would like to start.
Yes, go ahead, please.
I would like to start with a quote by my mentor. And I quote, "When we change, the world changes. And the key to all change is in our inner transformation, a change in our hearts and our minds. And this is called human revolution." And I unquote. I love this quote and I so relate to it, because it really implies, you know, the situation that we are in. We cannot change the situation that we are in today. You know, the pandemic has brought us into different ups and downs. I have had my moments of frustration, of anger, But when I started seeing things in a different perspective, it completely changed. And I said, maybe I'm here for a mission. Maybe I'm here to do some work that I've never done before, to spend quality time with my parents. And has given me opportunities that I cannot say. I mean, I've started podcasting. I've launched my own podcast here. I've created my own Instagram page. It's just aligned me to the mission I wanted to be. So what I wanted to say here, ladies, your thoughts and your whatever you say and everything that you say and you put out there to the universe, because the universe has ears. So everything that you put out there has vibration. So please be mindful of the energy that you put out there. So any negative or fear-based thoughts that you have that are running in your mind, your cells feel it, your body feels it, and then the environment feels it, and then the whole universe feels it. So please be mindful of the talk that you speak to someone, the energy that you put out there, because everything has vibration. So a little about me. I authored my first book, The Magic Within, in 2017 in Singapore. The book chronicles 14 real-life stories of people who have gone through various challenges in life and how they have overcome it. I chose 14 people, my friends and friends of friends, who have gone through different adversities, whether it's cancer survival or career or relationship issues, my own journey of self-revival, my spiritual anchor that I had. I wanted to share these stories, and only this practice gave me a chance to give me the courage to just head on with it and to take the hurdles that came by. As a newbie author, we always have challenges. I wanted to give up so many times. But luckily the universe had my back. I got the right editors, I got the right support, I got the right friends to help me launch this book. I had people saying that, how could you launch a book so fast? I mean, within 8 or 10 months, I published it and I launched it, and magically it has worked really well, and people have really appreciated the work I have done. So the book was written with the intention of to tell the people that your soul is with you. It's always cheering you on, and it's always guiding you through. So whatever hurdles that you have, that you can overcome it, and you can know that the universe has your back, and you can always proceed and go into the line of your direction of your work that you have always been wanting to do. The spiritual practice also made me a better version of myself. And I also had many challenges while writing the book, but I think it gave me a motivation to just go ahead and to see what's in store. It was a learning curve for me, for my growth, and my mission has always been now to empower and inspire beautiful souls that I meet across my journey. I'm committed to becoming a spiritual badass, as I call myself, and finding my soul tribe and helping people to find their deeper purpose. So now, ladies, I want you to just, close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. I've shared my journey. Just close your eyes. And I just want you to think of your journey. We've all had our ups and downs. We've all gone through, beautiful journeys, whether they're challenges or whether they're learnings from those challenges. And all I want you to know that your mess is your message. Now take a deep breath and open your eyes. So embracing my 40s now, I live a very mindful life. I eat intuitively. I ground myself every day. I do a little bit of meditation every morning and evening, because I know the importance of just being centered, setting intentions for the day. Gratitude, again, is a game changer for me. It has always been. I've been maintaining gratitude journals, to just harness the power and to maximize the power of such a small thing as gratitude. Just by appreciating even the moment that we are in, it can create magic, and it can create the abundance that you're looking for. It can change perspectives in many ways. So I take all my positive traits, and it has helped me to acknowledge all my flaws, and also to live in the moment with a lot of joy and happiness. I recently launched my podcast called The Magic Unleashed, to connect and share stories of wisdom from different walks of life. It's an audio handbook of positivity, mental wellness, and a journey of self-discovery. So today, ladies, I want to start by just grounding ourselves in a meditative state. I have a 2-minute video, an audio which I have recorded. So let's just sit in a comfortable position. I'll play the audio. You can close your eyes and just listen to the audio. This is called, okay, ladies, this is called a creative visualization technique. Sorry, let me just explain this. What is a creative visualization technique? So this technique is a powerful tool that you can help manifest your goals and work towards a desired outcome. You may be having some health goals, some relationship goals, some career goals. So a creative visualization technique helps you to work on that. It's like a vision board. So if you know what a vision board is, you know, I've done vision boards where we stick it on the walls, we put up pictures, and we look at it constantly to achieve a certain desired outcome. But this is a creative visualization in your mind's eye. Basically, they're used by a lot of professionals and doctors when they want their patients to heal in a certain way, to overcome their journey of healing in a certain way. So as part of my morning ritual, I try to work on this creative visualization, and I picture what I want in my mind's eye to achieve a certain desired outcome. So let's do this in a very relaxed state. So we can close our eyes, and I will play the audio now.
Sana, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm just owning it. I don't know why is it taking so long. Sorry. Yes. Get yourself in a comfortable position. Now, close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Bring your awareness to these words: calm, balance, ease, and peace. Become aware of your natural breathing pattern. Breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. Breathing in positive, calming energy, and breathing out any toxic, negative energy. Let go of all the attachments and disconnect. Make your breath more gradual and intentional. Now, imagine you're seeing a television screen, a large big screen in front of you. Imagine the largest, fanciest screen and the most expensive one. First, I like you to visualize your current situation, something that you really want to heal. It could be an illness, an injury, or something that you want to let go. Any relationship issue or any other injury that you really want to heal. Really feel the emotional pain. Remove all the negative emotions attached to it, anger, hatred. Relive that, really that you want to heal. It's okay. Let go of all the negative emotions that are coming into your mind. And now, take an eraser and rub it off on the screen, like how you would take a rubber of things which you really don't want and erase it off from the screen. Wipe it all out. Feel the pain really vanishing away and the things that you really want to change. Take a remote and off the TV. Now again take the remote and turn the screen on. Visualize a new scene, a blank screen, a new outcome that you wish to achieve. The new things that you want to bring into the world. Make it really vivid. Lots of colors, adding lots of colors to it. Joy, happiness. Bring all the positive emotions attached to it. And also, bring all the 5 senses you can feel. Suppose you want to heal your back or you want to heal a knee pain. Visualize you're really well. You're running about in the park. You're smelling the trees. Your kids are touching you. Just feel all the 5 senses. And really feel that your pain has gone. It has vanished away. And you're overcoming it with joy and happiness. And with that beautiful state of joy, of completely achieving your goal, open your eyes.
Okay, ladies, this was a small version of the creative visualization. I hope it was relaxing and you probably understood the gist of what it is. No audio. Is it good? You could hear it, right? Did everyone hear the audio?
Yes.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
great. Okay. Okay, moving on, we'll move on to our next session, which is called the 5 love languages. I hope you'll have all done the questionnaire. Basically, it is to understand your spouse's love language and how you can express love emotionally. So they're giving you different questionnaires, and then at the bottom of that, they're giving you the 5 love languages, which I will explain now. And you see where you stand in terms of A, B, C, D, and then you can calculate. So for me, it was physical touch, which I think I needed to work on. And so I've started working on that. So the 5 love languages are words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, physical touch, and receiving gifts. So what is words of affirmation? So these are verbal compliments that you can express to your spouse with love and appreciation. You can, write love letters. You can send them unexpected notes in any form. Basically it is to affirm certain words of affirmation. I love your hair today, or thank you, I appreciate you making dinner for me today, or something like that. Just affirming words. Okay. Acts of service, they are using action phrases like, I'll help. Basically telling your spouse that, you want to lighten the chores of the house, and you want to help them lighten their burden. So acts of service where you can show, that you're working together, not out of obligation or not in a negative tone, but helping out to lighten their burden. Receiving gifts would be giving thoughtful gifts, whether they're small, whether they are big. This language tells your partner that you went all out of the way to, do something that would make them, even give them a smile, express gratitude, small things that is really thoughtful. Quality time is a language about spending uninterrupted time with your spouse without your technology, doing small getaways, spending time going for small walks, even talking about future conversations, or planning some small little talks. It's planning something for the future, or sharing meaningful conversations. Physical touch is using body language, whether it's a pat, it's a hug, it's a kiss, small things, or holding hands, emphasizing love non-verbally. These are very healing and calming. So these are basically summing up your 5 love languages. I hope this is clear, or do you want to ask me any questions, or we'll take some questions later on.
Shall we give some time at the end for the Q&A?
Okay, great. Okay. Okay, so the next, I'm moving on to the face yoga. So I can't see the participants here, but anyone who has tried face yoga, facial exercises, would want to tell me, do you know what it is about? No. Okay, I can just see a little nods. Okay, great. So how, ladies, we work out for our body, and we know that it's so important for that. But do we know that we have 57 muscles which represent 60% of our face structure? That it is so important to, massage each of our face muscles for anti-aging, to boost elasticity. There are many benefits. These muscles are what gives us expressions. They help us eat, they help us sleep, and they stay healthy. And it's a natural way to facelift those muscles. It increases blood circulation. It pumps oxygen into our blood. It also it's a great anti-aging tool. One has to include in our beauty regime. I think I got to know now in my 40s about this, and I do them on and off with some face tools. It's a great alternative to Botox or any invasive procedures. It's just a natural way to uplift those facial muscles. Your skin also tends to have fewer breakouts because of this. Your skin becomes more tightened. Yeah, so I think those are the benefits of face yoga. So I wanted to talk today about some face tools that I use regularly. Anyone knows what a gua sha is? Okay, so gua shas, they come in, they're made of natural stone, and they come in different stones. You get different stones. You get the jade stones. I'm using a rose one, a rose quartz for anti-aging. So these gua shas, they help with lymphatic drainage. They're relieving the jaw and the facial muscles, any tensions, and also lifts, and it contours the skin. It's also good for your circulation. So what you can do, ladies, you can always keep them in your fridge to make them cold. If you want to use them cold, you can put a little serum or a little cream, and each part of your face that you lift, holding it like this, each part that you want with your jaw or your cheek or even for my eyes, this part of it that I go there, but each thing has to be drained downwards. The lymphatic drainage has to come down. So when you lift it up, it has to go down. Everything, so you can start with draining everything down. You don't go upwards, but you go downwards to drain the lymphatic drainage. So the same way you go up, you want to do it for your crow's feet, you want to do it for the eyes, you want to do it for the sides. You lift and you go down. You lift and you go down. Okay, so this is called a gua sha. The next what I have is a jade roller. So jade roller again has many benefits. It comes in different stones. It comes in rose quartz. I have the green one, the jade green one. So what benefits do these have? They reduce puffiness. You apply them with your serums for good lymphatic drainage, and again anti-aging tool and blood circulation. So these small ones are meant for the eyes. They remove the puffiness around the eyes. This can be used cold, kept in the fridge, put a little serum, and used for lymphatic drainage. They help with the nasolabial folds here. You can stretch these here. And if we all lose collagen around after the age of 30, 35, so it's very important to uplift the cheek area. Okay, so this is the jade rollers. And the last that I picked up recently was the derma rollers. These are very in again. They have these small little needles as tiny abrasions. So basically they prick into your skin and they remove all the old dead skins and they build in collagen for your skin. They stimulate collagen, they reduce fine lines and wrinkles. So this can be used only once or twice a week because they have tiny needles and they literally prick your skin. So, you know, you go into a circular mode this way, up and down. You can do them for the sides of your lips, for the eyes, and you'll feel the little redness, you'll feel a little pricky. But there seems to be a fad on Instagram. I think everyone seems to be using derma rollers now as a great anti-aging tool. So I have invested in these three, but there are many more available. I think Nykaa has a couple of these facial tools, so it's always good to buy some of them. So I want you all, ladies, I can do some facial exercises with you all. So let's all do it together. Okay, so what we're going to do first, we're going to do the kneading exercise. You know, we hold the chin, here, and we give pressure to the cheek area. We are trying to increase the elasticity and the tightness of our cheek. So the same way. So this has to be done for at least 30 seconds, at least about 8 to 10 times, and a good thrice a week to see at least some results. So you can also do it around your eye area. I think I always have a lot of puffiness around my eyes. So what that I've seen is with the thumbs, you can, in the morning when you wake up, you drain out the lymphatic drainage, get it down and drain it out. So you get it out and drain it out. Okay, so this was the kneading. This was the exercise around the eyes. Okay, so now we do a total facelift. So we make, I know these look very funny, but I think once done regularly, they help with all the muscles. So the total facelift is for all the 57 muscles around the face. So we make an O with our mouth. So we look up and down. up and down. You have to have an O, so which helps lifting up this part and yet not giving creases to the forehead area. It helps the nasolabial. And it gives contours to the jawline. And we see that we don't put a lot of pressure on our forehead. So this helps with regenerating all the 57 muscles of our face and also helps clears the mind. Next, what I call it, we call it the cat eyes. It concentrates on the upper part of the face. So what we do is we put our palms, we're going to work on the eye area and we're going to work on the crow's feet. So we put our palms on the ends of the temple and embrace the head, putting a little pressure on the eyes. It eliminates wrinkles. It lifts the eyelid, reduces headache and any tension that is built on the upper area of the face. So we put our eyes down and up, down and up. So we have to see that this is kept straight and alignment to our head. So you're putting a little pressure over your crow's feet and your eyes and helping this part get massaged. Okay. The next is, so we make a fish pose. I'm going to help lift the cheek area. And with our opposite hands towards the end of the fish pose, we lift the cheek area. Similarly for the other side. Okay, great. The other one that will help plump the lips. People who have thin lips can do this for a few times. And also by building pressure on the cheek, putting air. This is always the concern. So I think this gives a little air that goes into it. Yes, great. That's great. And the last one would be the jaw. The jaw is always the contouring. So with the ends of the palm, we contour the jaw area. We contour both the sides 8 to 10 times. And we drain it out. So every treatment that we do or any technique that we do has to be drained out towards the end of the neck. Okay. So these are some of the facial exercises. I hope you all enjoyed this facial exercise. I mean, I didn't share too much, but I just thought we can just have a glimpse of what facial yoga is about. Okay, so today's session, the other session is called Laughter Yoga. What is Laughter Yoga? It's a unique breathing exercise. It's a unique exercise, sorry, which it's a routine which combines unconditional laughter with yogic breathing. which turns real laughter when practiced in a group. It becomes real laughter. When we all start laughing, it becomes real laughter. It helps you to stay in high spirits in these unprecedented times, or when dealing with negative people or situations that you have. So to reap the benefits, laughter yoga has to be very deep breathing, very deep and loud laughter that is coming almost like a belly laugh. So I got certified 2 years back. I think I wanted to pursue happiness and joy and bring some smiles in people's life. And I thought this is a very unique concept. So I said, when I was in Bangalore, I got certified in Bangalore. So I said, let me try and do this. And it was definitely very different. And I've got to do small, I think what we see at the laughter clubs is pretty much the same. And we think they're funny and they're crazy. But again, laughter yoga has scientific benefits. It helps with mental and emotional clarity. It energizes you. It pumps in oxygen to your brains. It releases those happy hormones, your serotonin, your dopamine. I think there are so many benefits to laughter yoga. So, and I always thought that we don't need an external stimuli to laugh. We don't need to see a comedy show, or we don't need a second person or a spouse to help us laugh. But just by laughing, I know it sometimes looks stupid, but just laughing for 5 to 10 minutes a day, unconditional laughter and belly laughing has proved, scientifically that there has been many benefits. So I wanted to introduce myself in a small way in laughter yoga terms. So how would I introduce myself? I am Sana Chawla. I am from China. But what currently to do? I'm in Bangalore. So I help people. I bring smiles to people. And so that's how we probably start our introduction in a very laughing way. And we also have some warming exercises. So what I think we all can unmute for this last session so that we all are into this session today. So I want to start with some warm-up exercises. So what we do, we clap our hands and we press those acupressure points, and in a rhythm we say ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Come on, ladies. Ho, ho, ha,
ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha.
ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. And so after each exercise, you'll say very good, very good.
Maybe you should unmute others.
So after each exercise that I'll teach you all now, you'll say very good, yay. Okay? So very good,
very good,
Very
yay.
good, yay. Okay, so I want to start by acknowledging the pandemic. Okay, I do want to call it the pandemic, but I want to call it the epidemic. So we let us laugh out loud and just laugh away all our tensions, and just laugh for a minute for global laughter.
Sana, let me just ask, everybody can unmute themselves, please.
Unmute.
So can we just laugh out loud without any apprehensions, without just acknowledging this pandemic and say, we are going to overcome it and we all are in this together. Okay, so let's do it. Okay. I know, ladies, the pandemic is no laughing matter.
Yeah.
So
We have to laugh it off.
Very good. Yay.
Yay. Very good, very good, yay.
Very good, very good.
Very good, yay.
Okay, so let's do some exercises on laughter yoga now. Okay, there's something called a gibberish talking. Okay, so what we talk, like how the children talk in a very gibberish way. We talk rubbish, but we just laugh it out. Like, I talk Adi Nuji Majinga, Dunding Gombinga, Dindo Ma. So it's called a very gibberish talk. So all ladies, let's try it. Gibberish talking. Can we try? Just talk something rubbish that doesn't make sense.
Jaji puji,
Aji Gumi, Jaji no Jaji.
no, Gani Muni.
Jabu
Gani
Ja.
Muni Gani.
Ali Ja. Gumi
Jaji puji, Jaji chuko, chuko.
Jaji Jaji.
Chuko,
Gumi Jaji Gominga. Jimbi.
Jaji puju.
Jaji
Jaji puju.
Gominga Jiji.
Chama, chama, chama. Chiki,
Majinga. Very good. Very good.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Okay. So since this call is more about the breathing, so let's try a deep breathing laughter. Okay. So what we do, we inhale, put your hands out, and when you exhale, you have to laugh out loud. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Laugh out loud, okay? Inhale, 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 put your hands out. Inhale. Very good. Very
good. Very good. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Yay. So let's try the zip laughter, okay? So sometimes we overtalk and we want to zip our mouths. We zip, and when we open, we laugh. Very good. Very good.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about the credit card laughter. I think we always see our bills and we get very tensed about it. So let's laugh at our credit card.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
That one was actually funny.
Yeah.
Let's try the lassi laughter, okay? So what we do, we hold 2 glasses of lassi in our hand. Kids throw it back. So always throw it back, right? Very good.
Very good. Very good. Yeah.
Okay, we have the COVID laughter. What we call is the COVID laughter. So how do we laugh the COVID way? Okay, what are we doing every time? We are going to laugh it. We are washing our hands. Every time washing our hands. Every time wearing the mask. Every time checking temperature. Every time taking temperature. Every time no touching our eyes, no touching our face. Very good.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah, ladies. So today I want to close this session by saying yes. So all of you all have to say yes. We are the happiest people today. Say
yes. We are the happiest people today.
Yes.
Yes.
The happiest people today.
Laughters. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
So let's have a smile.
Very good. Very good.
If we hold our hands like this and smile and click a picture, or can anyone click a picture of us, all of us together?
Yeah.
The whole group?
Very good. Yay.
Yay.
Very good, very good. Yay.
Ladies, that's all that I have planned for you all today. It's a very small and brief webinar. So I think I've just about finished this webinar very fast today. I think about half an hour, 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Yeah. So any questions that you want to ask me or
This is regarding the questionnaire you gave, Sana.
yeah.
Okay, so we said we'll go back to that. No, now the points all of us got, some are a little high and some are a little low. Okay, does it reflect our character or is it something that we need to work on?
I don't think it reflects the character for sure. When Gary Chapman, I think he worked on this, he was working on an emotional bonds between the partner. So, you know, I think that's where you know where you stand. Like I mentioned that mine was physical touch was pretty much the lowest from all the rest. So that's where I knew I had to work with my partner, and that's how, you know, we connected. And when he did his, and then he got to know what is his. So yeah, that's how you work on. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's the character for sure.
Yeah, to add to that question, yeah, like Ashwini said, some like I scored a B11. Now, does that mean that I have to work on expressing that aspect to my partner to make him understand that that is my need? Is that what we are supposed to do?
Is that your lowest or?
No, that's my highest. Highest.
Tell us
11.
what A, B, C,
I
what
think
are
for all of us, you know, B is the highest score.
B is 11 for me. That's, you said it's quality time, right?
Yeah, so that's where already you worked on your quality time. That's where you stand good with your partner. So maybe the others where you stand low, and that's where you
okay.
need to.
Okay.
So the ones which are low is what we need to spend time on. Like I got a C is a 2. So what does C stand for?
C is the one for me.
Sana,
Yeah, receiving this
run
actually was lower priority for all of us, I think.
Oh, so I need to receive more gifts. Yay.
I also
You have to tell him.
Usha,
Even I also got one in that.
Me too, even I got 2 in that.
Yeah.
I got 1.
Correct.
Sana, I was just suggesting you could just say, you know, run through from A to E what it means to have the highest of A or B or whatever, you know, so that we can just.
I'll take it.
We all know.
Sorry, Sana, Shanti here. I have a query. I thought the question was about what we would like, not what is happening in our lives right now. So if, for example, we are saying B is the highest, it's probably what we want, but nothing in the statements say that we are receiving it. So that's where the doubt is, I think.
Yeah, I too thought that way.
I don't think it's that way for sure, but if you can Google and check more on Gary Chapman's 5 love languages, get a more you know, detailed information on how each love language works. This was pretty much
the interpretation.
This was pretty much the questionnaire, and you know, down I think it gives you where you stand and where you can work towards. Yeah.
Okay. We'll go through that. Yeah.
I think it's also very poignant to know that this questionnaire at different times of our life will have a different answer.
Absolutely.
So 2-3 years ago, it would have been different. Couple of years later, again, the answers are different.
True.
It's my understanding there's not really a right or a wrong answer. It's just a reflection of our needs, our thoughts, and you know, the relationship we are in and the relationship we want.
Absolutely. I do agree. Yeah.
Okay. Then I understand it right. Fine. That was nice. That was really nice.
The laughter part was excellent. I think this is something which every person should do it on a daily basis.
I think
because
just
it really relieves your you just feel so refreshed after just laughing openly, you know.
Probably find a laughter buddy and just laugh out loud for no reason. It makes a lot of difference.
Our neighbors are going to find us funny, but me and my husband are going to do this every day.
Sana, the facial or yoga, the massages that you do us with our fingers, what is the best time of day to do it? Would it be?
I think morning is good when you put your serums on, and I think we use our serums in the morning, and that's when I use my jade roller so that you're putting your cream, and then it's going into your skin, right? So when you're using it, it's kind of clogging it into your skin well. So that's when you're using your moisturizer or sunscreen in the morning, that's when you use one of them. And I think a gua sha is meant for the night time, just remove the puffiness and to contour and everything when you put any of your night creams. So basically having an AM and a PM routine which is important.
Okay. So also I read somewhere that, nowadays we use a lot of these sheet masks are available.
Yeah.
So I read somewhere that when you use a sheet mask, to use the jade roller over it. Is that?
Yes, you can use that. Yeah. It just helps in better absorption of any product, I guess. Yeah.
Thank you.
But 5 minutes of the exercise, it should be enough? 5-7 minutes?
Of what? Facial?
The facial exercises?
Yeah, I think just doing 6 or 8 times for 30 seconds each for each of them, covering each part. Suppose you're doing your eye area, your cheek area, your nasolabial, your jaw, doing each part of it and working towards each muscle and loosening it up basically, because each muscle has different things.
And what about the laughing? For how long?
Laughing can be 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day. Just laugh out loud, has from your belly laugh, just scientifically, it's only benefits. So I think it's always good.
हाँ बनाई दो बेटा, तो वो बना चाय चढ़ा कुर्सी उसके अंदर अब दूध बना, समझ गए?
Who is this?
That's a laughing matter.
We all want chai now.
Sana, that was interesting and a different kind of a talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for tuning in.
May you go back to your family soon, your husband.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wait patiently now.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Thank you so much. This way, distance makes the heart grow fonder. So
yeah, yeah, that's true. Very true.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So I think
Thank you. Bye.
Wind up. I'd request
just a second.
Secretary of Talent 19 to please propose the formal vote of thanks. Ashwini, or
just before that, Sana, could we connect with you offline? Do you have any links or WhatsApps or
yeah, anything.
blog?
I'm available on Insta, Facebook, on WhatsApp, everything. Anytime. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Sana, on behalf of the whole group here who is here, and a lot more who will see the recording, because there are so many of our members around the country who would see the recording. I have to thank you for giving your time and spending your time with us. It's been a very different experience. It's been wonderful just to listen to what you said. You made it very simple and easily relatable to us. We enjoyed the, answering the questionnaire because it was kind of, going back to what we feel. We enjoyed your creative visualization techniques. We enjoyed the love languages, which you explained so well. The facial yoga was wonderful. I think after all the tips you've given us, we would all have much younger, fresher faces in another month or two. And of course, the laughter yoga. My God, that really lightened the mood among all of us. You reached out to us so well, and you put it so simply and nicely, Sana. We thank you so much for the time you've taken and the fact that you spent time, shared your book and all the wonderful learnings that you have done. We wish you a good time here and a quick joining together with your family and your husband. But the fact that you are here has been a huge benefit to us because we got to spend time with you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is great. Thank you
all from Tangent India, Tangent IT, Jyoti especially, Renukaji, Indraji, all of you for being here, and our sister club, Kavita and Shalini, all of you for being here. It really means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sirini, for organizing this.
Yes. Actually, big thank you to Sirini because she's
really
the whole
sweet of you to introduce your friend to us. Thank you, Sirini.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Bye-bye.
Everybody.
Thank you, Sana. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful session. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences and your knowledge, all this with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Sana. Thank you.
T19, you can stay on for a few minutes if you can.